Once you get settled into your child's pose, start to bring some awareness to your surroundings. Maybe you notice any noises in your house, or maybe if you're outside, any noises in the neighborhood. Maybe you bring awareness to the temperature of the air on your skin. Good. Start to notice your thoughts here now. Whatever they are at this time, bring them in without judgment. Recognize them for what they are. And then start to bring awareness to your body on the mat. Noticing places where you feel grounded to the earth. Maybe at your feet and at your knees. Maybe you feel the weight of your forehead on the ground. Good, now let's bring some awareness to our breath. So each inhale through the nose, deep inhale filling up the lungs. And then exhale out the mouth, let it sigh out. Good, inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale, letting the air flow. Take a few more breaths at your own pace here. But take one more breath here. Deepest inhale yet. On your exhale, come up to a tabletop position. Your hands are directly underneath your knees. Underneath your shoulders. You spread your fingertips wide. Good, your knees are underneath your hips. Maybe you take some time here to move the hips back and forth, side to side. Maybe making circles. Good, and then start to firm up your foundation. Feel really solid here. Imagine your spine is reaching towards both ends of your mat. Neutral spine here. We'll connect our breath with some movement, doing some cat-cows. On your inhale, drop the belly button low and look up. Exhale, round the back, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, drop the belly and look up. Exhale, round the back, tuck your chin. Good, take a few more breaths just like this. Each exhale brings your belly button back towards the spine. Each inhale drops your belly button low. Good, on your next inhale, reach your right toes back behind you. So your leg is long out to the back of the mat. And then inhale, bring your right foot over to the side of your mat, coming into kind of this deep stretch of the inner thigh. So you can stay here, maybe you walk your foot out a little more to get a deeper stretch. Just make sure that this left hip is over the left knee. And then when you're ready, you can start to rock your hips back and forth, getting into the different muscles that bring your legs together. Next time you come up to neutral, you're gonna walk your hands back so you're on this left knee, and then option to reach your left arm up, or you can bring it back behind you, stretching your right hands long, coming into almost this long side body stretch. So your left hand can come to the mat or it can come to your heel, and then just bring your hips towards the front. Good, come back to center. Bring your right toes back behind you. Both knees to the mat. We'll take that on the other side. Left toes go long. And then bring your left foot out to the side. Find your position first and then start to rock back and forth. Maybe you hold a spot that feels like a good stretch. Always an option to hold a pose for longer. Good, let's start to walk the hands back up. And then bring that right hand down to the ground. Reach your left fingertips long. Option to also reach that right arm high. Good, come back to center. Both hands and knees on the mat. And then tuck your toes underneath. Lift your knees off the mat just an inch and hold it here. Engaging your core, bring your lower ribs together. Keep breathing. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, send your hips high for downward facing dog. Take some time here to pedal it out. Maybe bending into both knees. Maybe you snake out the shoulders by moving from high plank to down dog. Good, and then starting to firm up your foundation, tilt your hips up towards the sky, and then send your heels down towards the mat. Make sure you spread your fingertips wide, pressing each finger pad and each knuckle into the mat. Good, we'll move on to our sun salutations next. So inhale, the right toes go long, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, drop the back knee, hook your thumbs and rise. Good, exhale, plant the hands and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, come all the way to your tall standing position. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Your hands can come to your shins. Reach the crown of your head forward. And then exhale, plant your hands, step both feet back to a high plank pose. I'll give you a few options for chaturanga. We'll do this one first, and then we'll do another one after this. So option to drop the knees down, untuck the toes, and then keeping your elbows in at your sides, exhale as you slowly lower all the way down. Inhale, push through your hands, bring your chest off the mat. Exhale, tuck your toes and send your hips high for downward facing dog. Good, inhale the left toes long this time. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, drop that back knee, hook your thumbs and rise. Exhale, plant the hands and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms long. Exhale, melt down to the earth, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back to your high plank pose. So you can do option 1 for your chaturanga flow. Otherwise, you can keep your knees lifted in this strong high plank pose. Exhale as you slowly lower halfway. Keep those elbows in. Inhale, bring the tops of your feet to the mat. Press yourself up to a downward facing dog. And then exhale, tuck the toes, send your hips high for downward facing dog. Good, inhale, right toes long. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, drop the back knee, hook your thumbs and rise. This time, bend the left elbow and cup it with your right hand. When you get here, bring your gaze up towards the sky so you add in this baby back bend. Good, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your left toes forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Good, reach the arms out and then up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. And then exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Take your chaturanga flow, whatever that might look like. Inhale, brings your chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, the left toes long. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, drop that knee. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, bend the right elbow, cup it with your left hand, and then look up. Good, inhale, arms overhead, see your prayer overhead. Exhale, plant the hands and step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Take some time here to connect back to your breath. So bring your toes to touch. Maybe close your eyes. Bring your thumbs directly in front of your heart. Maybe noticing how your heart rate has changed over the first few moments of class. Good. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth. Let it go. Take one more deep breath, just like that. And exhale. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step your feet back, and move through your chaturanga flow. Lead us in downward facing dog. Always an option to skip the chaturanga flow. Good, inhale, right toes high. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist, hold it here. Good, inhale, right toes high. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, keep that back knee lifted. Then inhale, both arms overhead, crescent lunge. Good, imagine pulling up on the back of that left knee, reaching it up towards the sky. Good, exhale, left fingertips forward, right fingertips back, twist over to the right. Strong legs here. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Swivel that back heel down. Open up. Good, deep bend in the front knee. Both fingertips reach long. Reposition your shoulders so they're over your hips. Good, and then sink down. Good, inhale, reverse your warrior. Right fingertips high, left fingertips to your low back. Exhale, right arm to right knee, side angle pose. Good, left fingertips are reaching to the top of your mat. Good, inhale, reverse your warrior, right fingertips high. Exhale, windmill the arms down to the mat. Frame your front foot, step your right toes back, and then move through your flow. Good, taking that on the other side, left toes go long. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrist. Inhale, left toes high. Exhale, step your foot between your hands, and then rise for crescent lunge. This time, your right fingertips are gonna go forward, left fingertips come back, twisting over to the left. Inhale, both arms overhead, crescent lunge. Exhale, swivel that back, heel down, warrior two. Maybe you look over your front fingertips this time. And then let us sigh out. Good, inhale, reverse your warrior, left fingertips high. Exhale, left forearm to left knee. Right fingertips reach towards the top of your mat. Inhale brings you back to your reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill the arms down, step your left toes back, and move through your vinyasa flow. Good, inhale the right toes high. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, come up for crescent lunge. Exhale, open up for your twist to the right. This time, bring your right hand down to your left back of your thigh, and then reach your left fingertips high. Good, exhale, swivel yourself around to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Same thing. Left fingertips reach forward. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, swivel your hands down to the mat and frame your front foot. This time you can bring your back heel in just a little bit. And then straighten both legs, fold over your front foot. So your feet aren't about, they're still about in their own lane. This time you want to focus on bringing that left hip forward, your right hip back. For your pyramid pose, let your head hang heavy here. Good, inhale, bend the front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten both legs and fold. Inhale, bend the front knee and look forward, and then we're gonna slowly start to lift those left toes off the mat, coming into a standing splits. Your hands come down to the ground in front of you. You're reaching your head towards the mat. Your standing leg is supporting you, but it can stay bent. So notice how I'm supporting myself while keeping this leg bent. Your back leg is active. Press that heel to the back of the mat. Good, exhale, curtsy squat, bring that left knee in. And then inhale, step your left toes back. Plant your hands and step your right toes to meet your left. You can either do downward facing dog or move through your chatter on the floor. Good, taking that on the other side. Left toes go long. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, arms high. Crescent lunge. Exhale, open up for your twist to the left. Right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. You can bring your left hand down to meet your thigh. Then reach your right fingertips high. Good, exhale, open up for your warrior two. Deep bend in your front knee. Reach your arms long. Good, check into your front knee. See if you can send that knee over the left pinky toe. Good, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose, left forearm to left knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, plant both hands. And then option two, bring that back foot in just a little bit. Moving into our pyramid pose. So the goal is to get both feet flat on your mat. And then square your hips off so that you're not open to the side like this. See if you can bring that left heel back. Good, see if you can get your knees to straighten, knowing that maybe one knee or both will still stay bent, and that's totally fine. Good, inhale, bend the front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, lift those right toes off the mat, standing splits. Good, find your foundation here. And then if you can, bring your head down towards the ground. Maybe you're playing around with some balance by grabbing onto your ankle with both hands. Play around here and make this practice your own. Good, exhale, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Then step your right toes back, plant your hands, and then move through your flow. Good, take some time here to pedal it out. On your next inhale, your right toes go long, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, right toes high. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. We've done this before. Exhale, twist open to the right. Bring your right hand down, reach your left fingertips high. Then exhale, open up to your warrior two. Taking it just a little bit faster here, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Good, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill the arms down to the mat. Step your left toes back in. Pyramid pose. Let your head come down. Maybe look up towards your belly button. Good. Inhale, bend the front knee. Look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, bend the front knee and look forward. Exhale, lift those left toes off the mat, standing splits. Good. This time, if you want to play around with half moon pose, bring your right hand directly underneath your nose, underneath your gaze, And then as you reach your left fingertips high, you're going to stack your left hip on top of your right. Good. Keep that lifted leg strong, pressing to the back of the mat. Good. Exhale, both hands down. Crescent lunge. Curtsy squat. And then step both feet back. Move through your vinyasa flow. Good. Taking that on the other side. Left toes go long. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, left toes long. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Both arms come overhead. Crescent lunge. Good. Exhale, open up to the left. Right arm reaches up, left fingertips come down to your thigh. Good. Exhale, open up for warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Right fingertips forward. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill the arms down to the mat. Bring your right toes in. Pyramid pose. Take a few breaths here. Good. Inhale, bend the front knee and look forward. Exhale, straighten and fold. Inhale, bend the front knee and look forward. Exhale, lift those right toes off the mat. Standing splits. Stay here or play around with your half moon pose. Left fingertips come underneath you. Right fingertips reach up high. This would be a good spot for a block if you have one. You can place that block under your hand so that you can come up off the ground just a little bit. Good. If you fall out of it, just come right back in. Exhale, both hands down to the mat. Bring your right knee in. Exhale, step it back. Plant your hands. And then move through one last chaturanga flow. Good. Inhale the right toes high. Exhale, bring your chin directly behind your wrists. We're moving into our pigeon pose now. So, if you have a block handy or a blanket or a pillow, you can place that under your right hip to lift that off of the mat a little bit. If you want a deeper stretch, try to send your hips down to the mat. Your back leg is long. The top of the foot should be on the mat, so your toes aren't tucked underneath. And then you can stay lifted up. This feels good to you. Otherwise, you can start to walk your hands out in front of you, lowering down to the mat. Good. Maybe you come to your forearms and stay there. Maybe you want to rest your forehead on the mat. Otherwise, you can also rest your forehead on a support. We'll be here for a few moments. Notice your breath coming back to a more natural state. Yoga is a perfect time to acknowledge your thoughts and your emotions for what they are. Notice those thoughts as they come to the forefront of your mind. Give them the attention that they need, and then see if you can let it go. Good. Slowly start to walk your hands back underneath you. You're going to swivel your left leg out in front. So you're going to come to a seated position with your right leg bent, your left leg long, kind of this V-sit. So make this as wide as you would like. Good, and then slowly start to twist back and forth. Maybe adding in the neck towards the end as you look behind you. Good, next when you come to your extended leg, reach your arms long towards the sky. Then exhale, fold over that front leg. Good, option to stay here, or if you want to thread the needle, you can grab onto your foot with your right hand, and then bring your left hand through that opening, opening up that right side body. Always an option, never a necessity. So if you want to just stay in the forward fold, feel free to do so. Good. Inhale, your right hand is going to come up behind your hips. Press through that hand, coming onto your right knee, and then stretch your hips forward. Good. Option to add in an arm, circling out to the shoulder. Good. Come back down to your hips. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Then start to rock and roll, just building momentum to get you back up to your tabletop position. Good. Once you get there, take some time here. Send your hips back to your heels for a child's pose. We'll take 3 clearing breaths here, focusing on each inhale and exhale. Inhale through the nose. Count to 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3, and then exhale for 3, 2, 1. Take 2 more breaths just like that on your own time. Inhale, come back up to your tabletop position. Tuck your toes underneath you. One last downward facing dog. Inhale, the left toes high. Exhale, shin comes behind your wrists. Coming into your pigeon pose on the other side. Right toes are long back behind you. Maybe you bring yourself up onto your hips. Position yourself so that you're nice and comfortable. Find any supports you need before you start to settle into this pose. Maybe you take some time in this pose to remind yourself of something that you are truly grateful for. Maybe it's the fresh air on a sunny day like today. Maybe it's a friend that you have talked to recently that listens and understands you. Find something unique that you can be truly grateful for the rest of the week. Good. Start to walk yourself back up. Then swivel your right toes in front of you. Coming into that V-shaped sit on the other side. Take a few spinal twists here to start. Good. Next time you come to your extended leg, stay there. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold forward. Keep that spine long as if someone's pulling the top of your head like a string. Good. Stay here, or you can do thread the needle. Wherever you're at, see if you can let go here. Each exhale bringing you deeper into the stretch. Good. Inhale, start to walk your hands back up. Bring both knees in towards your chest. We'll start to slow it down a little bit. Both knees are in toward your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze as you come onto your back. Good. Maybe you wrap your arms around your shins. Maybe you rock from side to side. Show yourself some love for carving out this hour of your day to practice yoga. Good. Keep your right knee in towards your chest. Send your left toes long. And then bring your right knee over to the left. So you're coming into the supine spinal twist. Your right hand can reach out long to a T. And then your gaze can stay looking up, or you can deepen the stretch looking over your right shoulder. If this is uncomfortable on your outer hip or on your back, you can bring both knees together and stack them over to the left. Good. Inhale, come back up to center. Keep your left knee in towards your chest. Extend your right toes long. Good. Bring that left knee over to the right. Left arm stretches out. Good. Inhale, come back up to center. Option to take a few other poses today that I might not have brought you through. So maybe you want to take a happy baby pose. Grabbing hold of your two big toes and then letting your knees splay out to the side. Maybe you want to take a quick bridge pose, sending your hips up to the ceiling. squeezing the glutes together. Maybe you would like to do something a little more restorative. Maybe bringing your knees together or the soles of your feet together. Find something here that makes sense in your body. Awesome. When you're ready, you can start to find your final resting posture. Maybe that's something that you're already in. Or if you want to find Shavasana, you can extend your legs out long. Your arms can come to your sides. Find a comfortable position here where your head is resting on the mat. Good, we'll do a quick body scan. Noticing our fingertips first. Moving up the arms to our forearms and our elbow. Up to our shoulder. Letting everything in our arm just completely relax. Both toes completely relaxed. Both ankles. Moving up the calf to the knee. Through the thighs and meeting at the hips. Letting our entire legs relax into the mat. All the way up the spine, from the tailbone to the base of the neck. Each vertebrae, imagining yourself, letting them relax into the mat. Your ribs and your chest, letting go. Every muscle of your face, relaxing away. As always, you can stay here as long as you would like to. You can sound me out. But if you're ready to move on with your day, start to wiggle the toes and the fingers, waking them up. Good. Inhale, deep inhale here, waking up our breath. Extend your arms overhead for a long body stretch. Imagine it's the first stretch right out of bed today. You want to stretch every muscle in that body. Good. Inhale, both knees in towards your chest. One last hug for yourself. You did it and you carved time out of your day to be here. Feel grateful for that. Then slowly, in a way that makes sense to you, push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Taking your time and being gentle with yourself as you get there. Your legs can cross in front of you. Your hands can come to your knees, or they can come to touch in front of your heart. Just take one deep breath here together. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I hope to see you again soon. It was nice to talk to some of you, and I hope you are able to bring some peace and calmness, gratitude with you the rest of the day and the rest of the week. Namaste.